I have updated the interactive demo to allow you to create your own applications. So you're going to receive a zip file that contains these files. Go ahead and just copy them to the program files on 3 Technologies sales demo folder. And replace any files that are already there. It's going to replace the actual interactive demo for the additions. So once copied, you can close the zip file that you copied from. For this tutorial, I created a folder called Circuit Board. And I downloaded a couple circuit board images from the internet, just as examples. One that's all good, and then one that has a small cut in it, in one of the traces. So right here, there's a cut in the trace. So now that I've created this folder, I didn't show you doing that, but you can just do new folder. Go to the masters folder. This is just a folder structure that you copy to create a new one. So do copy, go back to the circuit board, paste, and then I'm going to copy the 2 images into a couple of the folders. So I'm going to do copy. I'm going to copy it into classification. Okay or not okay. I'm going to also copy them into defect detection. I'm going to copy them into object detection. All right, so each of those 3 folders should have those 2 images. Okay, so now at this point, I can go back to the program files, Elm3 Technologies sales demo, and open the label LMG folder. So inside here, there's a program that we use to label the images. In preparation for training, we use this for setting up the interactive demo as well. All right, so this is label IMG. So what you do is first navigate to the folder with the program files, Elm3 Technologies, sales demo, images, circuit board, object detection. So first select that for open directory. Then for save directory, go to the same folder, program files, Elm3 Technologies, sales demo, images, circuit board, so both of these are pointed at the object detection folder to start. So object detection is multiple objects, as previously explained. So I'm going to go ahead and label a couple of objects. So we're going to call this mounting holes. And then I copy this, duplicate rectangle box, copy it over here, copy here, rectangle box. Then I'm going to create a processor. Regulators. Capacitor. Duplicate that here. Now I'll do one more. Let's do LEDs. And then we're going to save. And then I'm going to go to LM3 Tools and do Auto Label. Say OK, OK. What that does is copy all of those over to the second image. Just the second image is a little bit different, so you might have to move these depending on what your images look like. So we just move these around. Make sure we get these. Save. There's one more thing I want to label on this one, and that is the bad trace. So we'll put a rectangle here, and we'll say trace and OK. This is important that you do space and OK. That identifies it as a bad part of the image so that it's shown in red in the interactive demo. So we'll save that. Let's go back to the main folder and let's go into the classify OK, not OK. Change this one as well. Highlight the image. In this case, we want to draw just a box around the entire thing. And this is our OK image. And the second one is the one with the bad trace. So we're going to call this an OK. Save. And finally, we're going to go to the defect detector folder, defect detection. And the first image is good, the trace is good, so we're not going to add any defects to that one. But on the second one, we're going to add a defect. So we're going to say trace, okay, and save. One thing we will want to do, because there's no labels on this one, is just put a false label down. And then just delete it. That allows us to create just an empty label for this picture. So I'm going to close that out. So we've created labels for those 3 different types of inspections that we're going to set up. The next step is generating the demo images based on those labels. So this Generate Demo Images program is designed to allow you to do a couple of things. Generate the labels with the images with the labels around them for the interactive demo. Set the caption that's shown in the top right of the images, and also set what inspection options you're going to show. And then there's another option for reordering the images, which I'll show later. So the first step is to go and find those images that we created. So back to Program Files, Home 3 Technologies, Sales Demo, Images, Circuit Board. Start off with classify OK, not OK. And actually you got to pick an image. And it doesn't really matter which order you do this, but I'd say just for process sake, we're going to do object detection, defect detection, object detection, defect detection, classify okay or not okay. So those are the options we're going to present the user. So over on the left, you can specify how to display the overall results. I would just leave this as the default because that's how the rest of them are set up. And this first image that we selected is the good one. So we're going to say good PCB and hit play. Next, we'll go on to the bad one. So we select the bad one, change the caption to bad, hit play. Next, we're going to go on to the defect detection. Select the good one, change the caption to good. Next, we'll go to the bad one, which is this one. Change the caption to bad. Then finally, we're going to go to the object detection. Select the good one. Play. You'll notice that as I'm doing this, it's creating the images that can be displayed in the interactive demo. So all those objects that I labeled will be displayed in green. Kind of tough on this circuit board because it's green on green, but there's ways of getting around that if need be. So next I'll do the bad. So this is, I've chosen the bad image, which I just happen to know is 05, so you can label them how you want. Generate the final image. The other things I can use this tool for are to reorder the images. So if you have several images, you can hit the reorder images. And that will present a list of the images in that object detection folder, and you can shift them around. So you can move them. You can also change the caption here and submit. So I'm going to close this out now. So now that I've set up this folder of circuit board images, if I go in, I can see that I have a image to display for good and bad. If I go into defect detection, good shows nothing. Bad has a little red box around the area of the trace that's bad. And then object detection has boxes around all the objects that we labeled. With one for trace. So the next thing that we need to do, or the last thing really, before running the actual program, is go back to the main images folder. Actually, the main folder. So the main folder has a list of all the applications that we're going to show. So if we add circuit board to the list, and save, then when we open up the interactive demo, we'll now have a circuit board item. And if I go to select that circuit board item, now it'll show detection of the different objects in the circuit board. Bad, then good.